we're gonna travel the world, travel the world, go around and around, and then after that we're gonna go to space. Because that's where I'll end up putting my One Piece in one of the asteroids in the galaxy. So then I'll be like, the One Piece is out there. It's in the galaxy somewhere. So now the new space race will have a real race, you know? Like, I don't like the idea of having us, you know, humanity going to explore space because we have to, okay? I don't like the idea that we have to go, we're forced to go out into looking for new land and new planets to colonize because we fucked up our current one. That's a terrible idea, you know? Why wait till that point? I want to incentivize people to start traveling out to the stars so that like this planet could start recovering on its own before it gets too fucked up, and people are incentivized to go out there and they want to go out there. So what is it? I'm gonna put all my money that I earned throughout my entire life, the king's wealth, you know, the pirate king's wealth. I'm gonna put it in an asteroid around our galaxy, our solar system. So that way, if you want to be the next generation pirates, it's gonna be in space pirates. Be the next king of pirates. It's not gonna be me. It's not my generation. It's the next generation. I'm gonna be the pirate king in this lifetime on Earth. Alright, I claim it.
That's yours.
Yeah.
Nobody wants it anyway.
Go to Mars and get that one, dang it. By 2030, the world shall be in a very different space than what it has been in the last thousands of years. Mainly because I'm gonna create something called Anibots. They're like robotic Pokemon, bro. So that we could all fight with them. You know? Like one thing that I've always loved, you know, I always got curious, like, you know, same thing with the space, like similar to the space, you know. Well, we shouldn't necessarily wait till we're in shit to go out in space and colonize. Same thing. Robots, right? Right now, they're so like we're barely developing them, right? And then soon, what's gonna happen is that the army's gonna take over the robots, right? And the armies are gonna just make robots all militaristic, and we're all gonna hate robots and shit because like we're just gonna think they're for war. But the reality is, you know, just like Terminator and shit. But the reality is, robots don't have to be like that. We can make robots very fun right now. How? Let's make them into little animals, okay? And not just any animal that you play with like a dog. Fuck that nonsense. I want an animal that I can fight with, okay? So I want a bear Anibot, okay, an animal robot, and a gorilla animal robot. I want those things to fight against each other, you know? It's like you bring out a bear Anibot, I bring out a gorilla Anibot, and we're just like, you know, fighting like Pokemon, bro. You know, that's my dream of, you know, it's like, I want to do that, man. I want to create Anibots. I want to let people know, like, hey, the robots in our world don't have to be for war or just for, you know, doing bullshit work. We can make them fun. We can you could use robots to create a fantastic world for ourselves. A world filled with fantasy. You know, just like Real Steel. Do you remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like that. I imagine exactly like that, but with instead of a human like robots fighting in boxing, right? Yeah. It's animals doing anything and everything. No holds barred, just fucking gorillas, you know, just like fighting, you know? Yeah. And who the fuck gives a shit if what you think? They're animals. I mean, they're robots, bro. All the violence you can throw in there.
Okay.
Like they would have powers like, you know, flamethrowers, fucking blade saws and fucking shocking whips and all that shit. So just like Pokemon, they're gonna have powers, but then we give them with their technology, not through magic.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, man, Anibots, yo. Believe in my future. Believe in my vision of the future. I have like a whole talking podcast series of that one too. I've never really posted it anywhere. I just, this idea came to me like 2, 3 years ago, and like I was recording a bunch of these ideas before, So this is one of my life goals, to be able to do Anibots, to make robotic animals and fight with them, Because ever since playing Pokemon, watching Pokemon as a young kid, I've been mesmerized. I've always had dreams of owning Pokemon. And this is the closest I'll ever get to owning Pokemon. I don't just dream my dreams.
I don't think it's something that now, but eventually people are going to work on it. And
yeah.
It's something that...
It can happen right now. That's what I'm saying. Right now, we have enough robotics, right? And AI to make it happen right now. It's just the companies need to get what I'm saying into their heads, and like understand, like, what he's saying is awesome. Fuck the shit that we're doing, military robots. Who the fuck gives a shit about making another war? We don't want war. We want to have fun. Fighting is one thing, war is another thing, okay? We fight for many reasons, including for fun. You don't never war for fun. So yeah, if you're listening on this, I've been holding off on the Anibot talk for a long time to make it seem natural, but it came natural right now, and I love Anibots. It's one of my life goals. Gonna make it happen for sure. Anibots. Drill it through your head, yo. Robotic animals. Anibots. Like Pokemon. Imagine having Pokemon of our own. See, right now we're gonna have like fucking one of our Anibots in the back riding along. When I go on my ship, man, I just open the bag, like, hey, come on! Like, Anibot! Like a gorilla just fucking comes out of the back right there. Like, yeah! Like, it won't say anything, it'll still like act like an animal that's just trained by me, Imagine the intelligence level, they're not gonna be human-like, so you don't have to worry about them becoming conscious, So their intelligence level is only gonna be up to an animal, but then just a little bit smart enough to learn what the things that you teach it, like how to fight, like when you give it a mod, like you're gonna be able to mod your robots, so there's gonna be modular parts, like take off the basic leg and put in a bigger, like more awesome leg,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like how you mod cars and shit, right?
Yeah.
You can mod your robots, like you put in a grappling hook arm, put in a fucking like a shooting arm, or like take out the regular mouth and put like a flamethrower mouth inside, or put like some stronger diamond teeth or something, in there, or diamond claws, some shit like that. So you can mod your things however you want, whatever your fighting style is. So and then like you get it out, you go to an arena just like real steel, You go to the pit, bro. Like, I challenge your robot with my robot. Let's do this shit. $1,000 on the line. Fuck, man, that's the future that I see and I want to live, man. I want to be traveling the world, with our giant ships and our giant, fucking overlanding vehicles everywhere, hauling our, Anibots, man. From country to country, challenging different people from around the world, bro. Hell yeah. I want to be the best, the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. Hell yeah! Anibots. Get it through your head. A lot of buildings and shit. What looks like a modern city to me. So, it's like that kid said.
She looks like fucking like somewhere like outside LA, bro.
Yeah, Oregon City, 2 miles. Yeah, it's like that kid said. You know,
Oh, he said it's like LA, smaller.
It was exactly LA like smaller, meaning there's one main city and then bunch of surrounding cities that like literally get lumped in with Portland, just like, you know, LA, all the surrounding cities around LA gets lumped in with LA if you're not from that actual area. So if you're like not from California, the entire LA area is LA. So same thing with essentially San Francisco. Entire San Francisco is San Francisco. Oakland and shit is part of San Francisco, right? No, it's the city near San Francisco. No, it's San Francisco. So same thing, Portland and all these nearing cities by Portland, you know, they got absorbed into the Portland's aura. So we're 2 miles away from actual Portland City. Cool. The GPS says 14 miles, but I'm guessing GPS is just taken to like a city center or some shit. So once we actually get into the Portland, we'll see what we find, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, probably actually let's drive around a little bit, see the town. If we can find anything, explore just naturally.
Yeah.
And then like just find a hotel to just chillax at. Just, you know, we'll call it a night after that.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Cliff, man, like if we were the way I came out, right, was like right where that, you know, the car that where we parked the car, right, that place is just a circle, right, so that place only circles around a little bit, and then there's a little bit of grass area, and there's just all this forest and shit, just like you're saying. It's just so dense and thick, right? No one would ever go into it. That's exactly it. No one ever did go into it, right? I actually came out from the other side, so that means if I would have walked from there, right? Just like what Dylan did. You remember Dylan said he was going to check out that area? So I did that, right? Just checked out that area. I probably would have never said like, yeah, I'm going to go in through that deep ass bush and shit in the jungle. I probably would have never said that, you know? But I ended up going through it from the opposite direction. Getting lost and finding my way from it, man. So, I just could not ask for like, you know, better thing. You know, yeah, it was risky at certain points. It was like I was unsure at certain points, but I persevered. I believed in myself, and I persevered. And I'm just a great feeling, man. Like after I did, I'm just like, oh my god, I feel so great. Feel so great. Gave myself a challenge and overcame it. Let's go to the Amazon now. I feel ready, yo. Go there. Like he died. Well, where did he die? I don't know. There was off the coast, you know, like as he was going there on the ship, he just died. He didn't even make it to the Amazon.
That show's it's kind of like, I saw it a couple of times, bro, like Man vs. Wild. That show was alright.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
He would explain, like, what to do, what not to do, like, hey, you want to wipe your ass? Hey, get some poison ivy.
It feels real good.
Eventually, you know, it's going to get like a little bit of rash and it's going to get red, but hey, you're going to scratch it, and when you scratch it, that's when the good feeling
yeah, that's when the good feeling comes back. And then the poop that you're trying to wipe away, well, your nuts are going to be wiping it away now. That dude used to like Bear Grylls. That dude used to constantly catch like horses, man. What, you ever watch Bear Grylls?
Yeah.
He used to like go in so many episodes. He's like, oh look, this is a bunch of horses. Let me go catch a horse and ride a wild horse. Like that's just the thing, man. I feel like a lot of that was just, you know, like set up and shit, man.
Yeah.
They even said it later on. A lot of it was set up.
Yeah, dude, you know that actually, like, he doesn't, like, eat, like, he tells you and explains.
He eats all this fucking nasty shit, but you don't.
But he don't. He has his own crew, takes his food, and he fucking cooks, and he's all, like, they show a picture of him.
Yeah.
With, like, three people that you don't see.
Yeah, he just fucking, like, fake eating those little nasty ass things, you know, like, put to the side of his mouth, camera angles it. It's like, yeah, oh god, it's so nasty and good. Oh, I'm good. I'm not sure if he actually does put this in his mouth, but it looked like, I think someone does it. He probably just puts it in his mouth, turns up the camera, spits it out, puts a piece of meat in there. Like, so good, so delicious, so juicy.
I told you guys.
And then like sleeping, he makes his own shelter on the camera, but then like he doesn't even sleep in that shit. He just fucking sleeps in the van that's following him, fucking like RV status.
I mean, but as far as I think he does like a great job, like explaining to you what you should do.
Yeah.
I don't think he does it, but
like do as I say.
You should do.
Yeah, do as I say, not do as I do.
Yeah.
Because you probably can't afford to do as I do. I wonder what this thing GPS is taking us. Because I'm just following I mean, we're not really wandering on too much except on the highway. The highway doesn't really show very much.
I haven't seen like Portland downtown or some shit like that, bro.
I'm guessing like this thing usually takes you to like this, towards like the center of the city usually. Like if you just tell it to take you to the city, it'll take you towards the center.
Alright.
So let's just go to the center and then start wandering from there. Wants me to take exit 299B. Why did it tell me to go to the left?
Might be this one. Oh, that's wait, left. Yeah, exit 299B.
Oh, it is on the left then.
South waterfront.
So it is on the left somehow.
Yep. Exit only.
Funky little left exit, but I mean it's not really funky. Some people would say it's safer, but I'm just not used to it, I guess.